Greetings everyone, and great here. Spawn as the blue French, we have UwUprovider. Spawn north side as the red Italian, we have zweistein83. Let's see now, when it comes to names of map, we do have the House of UwUprovider, which does give you access to the Balance of Powers big button, which I think people forget about. It can be very useful. Very useful for the Italians. I just realized that. Who needs lumbars? Get the Balance of Power big button, and then boom, all your resources are equalized, so you can ship in stuff from the papacy. And the other ones is the House of Vaza. You can get some vases, royal arquebuses, and winged hussars. I never really thought about the House of UwUprovider being great with the Italians, but now think about it, yeah, they could be pretty good for the Italians. Architect looks like spent some wood to build the market, and looks like a slow build on the housing. He has retained a decent amount of wood. Not sure how many of his treasures were from wood. He will kill off one of these brigands, and he's going to take their saber from Light Brigade worth 60 coin. Okay, they can no longer carry that in battle. Just ignore the pile of coins there. House being built by the French. We do have decks selected on it. We've got the 1v1 land deck. Looks like a pretty standard French deck. You got some basic defense, your defense unit shipment there, your offensive unit shipment there. You got your fast forces shipments here. Got your cavalry, skirmisher, cuirassiers, dragoons, and also some armor pistolier shipment. And your factories and the heavy cannon in the Age 4. Also, his villages may be stupidly heavy. The Italian is going for a... Let's see, the Italians actually, it's always different. You never know what the Italians will go for. In fact, we don't see the, what's called Papal Lancer shipment H2, which is a very powerful card. You have the Maltese Company, which does give you access to some fire throwers, hospitalers, and inquisitors. Hospitalers are the early halberdiers available for the Maltese. Fire throwers are the grenadier variant of the Maltese. And Inquisitors are a outlaw slash not outlaw saloon unit that does siege damage in melee. Costs us 26 population, so hope you're planning not to use some population housing, because that even takes a bit of wood for housing. And our allies got a Age 3 Musketeer shipment. That's interesting. No Freemasonry or Freemasons shipment. Does have frontier defenses, so he does have quite a bit of outposts. He may age up with the coin plus outpost ship age up. Has heavy fortifications, which I'm sort of surprised he doesn't have Freemason. That allows your architects to build more outposts. My current deck, I've been playing with the Italians, I have the increased build limit of outposts card here, Freemasons, as well as this card here. So in Age 3, I get 14 outposts for defense, and all built by architects for free. And then potentially upgrade them all with the forts in Age 4. He does snipe the local doggo for his opponent. And that dog was going to wear a Siva lifeguard uniform. You monster. Another local doggo going down. If you see less hair meat, so his pups will go hungry for the winter. Aging up with the governor. I think that's the outpost plus coin. I can't remember. I never remember the politician names. We do have now stable being put on field, eyeing for a bit of stability in his life. More couriers, bringing a shipment of couriers. He's at 14 versus 15 villagers for the Italians. Has a architect already queued on up. Notice we do see the Dini research, but we don't see that Aleppi research does give his Bursagal, I can't pronounce any name, additional damage and give them better prioritization of fire, automatic prioritization of fire, so it's less micro intensive. But we don't see that shipment there. We do see the ×2 Culverin and Falconet shipment. Here's the thing, I'm not a big fan of these hybrid shipments. Sure, it sounds really good on paper, it's probably very nice to have, but I like things very focused rather than generalist. And that is totally a me thing. He is bringing in the experience from collection church wagon. The free basilica is very nice. More aura effects for faster building. One of these villagers, none of those villagers go down. Good save there by the Italians. He has currently 2 architects in the field. Get up to 3 on the field in this age. Oh, going back to the having the architects build the outpost as well. It's an outpost at maximum build limit or builder limit for architects. You can get 4 architects in age 3 to go along with it. It's very nice. Have them build a bunch of town centers, get in the Freemason shipment, and then have them build a bunch of outposts. He's trying to take out the Lombard wagon. He will throw some torches here. Of course, he does not have enough DPS to take it out. More Hussars push way forward. Right now, Red's being very defensive. He's losing some economy. The Lombard has coin deposited in. It is perhaps from the Monte de Pieta research. Nailed that pronunciation. But it is coin, and he needs coin on the outside, not inside the Lombard. So he could either throw a bit of food in there. He does have enough food for us, so get some coin to start progressing his age up. I have a feeling he's going to try to eye for Fortress Age. You may want to take a shipment and go for... He doesn't have enough wood. Another reason why to get more food in the Lombard, so you can't go for the Maltese company. And our allies, no, the skirmishers will not be useful against these Hussars. So perhaps try to get out the 2 outpost wagons. Yep, no food in the Lombard. Oh, most of the villagers do take out that Hussar. And what is the French eyeing? Got more villagers here. Looks like he's cooled off the aggression. He is going for aging up, going for the Exile Prince, going for stagecoaches as well. Eric's not deployed fuel, so he may be eyeing for his skirmishers, since I see his deck. Looks like going to be eyeing for skirmishers, skirm-goon, with some cuirassiers mixed on in. That is what I'm predicting. He is also saving shipment, maybe eyeing for the Falconets, maybe eyeing for something else. He has deposited food inside the Lombards. Right now, when I play the Italians, I have a macro set up so it can automatically deposit food in the Lombards every so often. And sort of so I can just generally just focus on food and turn the food into the other resources. And then once I get sort of run out of food, I start focusing, oh, I'm just going to be collecting gold and turn that into other resources. He has 3 shipments available. He has enough to age on up. Okay, he's going for fast politicians, makes sense. He's aging up with the bishop. Was it the secondary town center? Can't remember. His opponent has already aged on up. The advanced politician is very necessary at this moment in time. He's behind. Going to be finding some falconets. We got some halberdiers deployed on out. I was not expecting that. They offer excellent melee damage and torch damage. And the thing is, well, if the French player eyes the skirmishers, his opponent could ship in some Chavonze, or however you pronounce that, the counter skirmisher available at the Basilica. Of course, right now, he has 2 shipments available, so you can't ship stuff in, there'll be too many delays in shipping, like if it was UPS. That gave him a cover wagon, and I'm pretty sure that advanced politician also gave him some experience. Falcon has caused some issues as well as halberdiers. So a handful of passiveers wouldn't be half bad, or even just musketeers, honestly. You will have a secondary town center. You could perhaps deploy the militia here, and then combine two groups of militia. There's one set of militia. Falconets may want to turn their guns on the militia. We've got a round of veteran dragoons. There's 3 ships available. He needs to get them going. Go for either the Black Company or the Musketeer. He needs a little more coin. Just go for the Musketeers, then ship in the Black Company, I would say. Gotta get something going, because it's taking too long to get that enough coin. He has a market, sell off a bit of food. He's going for Black Company, which will give him Black Riders, Armed Pistoliers. That is basically mercenary, light cavalry, and heavy infantry. So Musketeer, Dragoon, mercenary edition. The town setup will go down there. He has another town set back here, so it's not game ending, just a big loss. He also has a bit of food here. He needs to throw that into the Lombard. There we go. He threw some in the Lombard. One Lombard does go down. There's the Black Company. Armored Pistoliers or Black Riders are going to be eyeing to engage those Falconets, rip that one apart. They only have the same ×2 multiplier, they just have really high base damage of 40. The Falconet has 200 health, 75% range resist. So the 5 Black Riders may be able to one-shot the Falconet. I think they did there. He's losing quite a bit of infrastructure, which is not good. He's bringing shipment of Falconets, which is a good idea, and a fort. Maybe too late for a fort. There's the Falconets. That's going to be very useful here as well. You could try counter-barraging the Falconet. Blue is falling back. Doesn't have a hard counter the Falconets. He does get some monks here to get some healing going. Very nice. Some of these units are quite wounded. Monks are, what, 100 resources? Yep. And so some of these units are pretty wounded. Just healing up those 2 dragons to full health. Probably pay for them. Have the monks pay for themselves. And if it's ever important to remember, monks have a maximum build limit of 30. Armored Pistoliers do have the deflection ability. I'm not sure if Black Riders do. And Armored Pistoliers do have 60% range resist, as well as a little bit AoE. They're a good Musketeer mercenary variant. The deflection ability is very nice. There's a fort there that will give Red some more breathing room. He's going to rebuild some of those Lombards. French has 33 villagers versus 25, so the French economy is far superior. He has council here, but he's not building any villagers at the moment. He may be eyeing for Fortress Age. He has a shipment available. Maybe a good idea now to go for Lucian Financiers. Villagers migrating to the coin deposit, the silver mines. Oh, and looks like Red does find this town center. Through a decent number of torches there, and we'll claim Buck. He found a free Buck. Black Riders now advancing. They do have the standard do half damage versus villager modifier. And now the Italian player can age on up. He is bringing the Milanese arsenal. You know what's weird? Milan's arsenal is very nice, having your research cost 2% less, and also enables advanced research. Also gives you a free arsenal. What's really nice is it actually combos quite well with revolutions, or you can then get a whole bunch of research going, and get and the Italian +1 villager per research gets quickly allows you to get back your villager count going. It's also bringing Shipment of Priests, which is not a bad idea since you have a number of wounded mercenaries. And they're not super wounded, honestly. He is aging up with the Pope. Let's see. Pope. Can't remember what the Pope provides. I know the Papal Guard provides Papal Guards and enables the Guard, Pikemen, and Passavier research. The Pope offers... Yeah, I can't remember. Don't think that's the fort. If that is, something's very strange to the current Pope. If it is, provides a fort. Villagers do take some damage there. Negan outpost. Falconets will be a very counter them, as well as the fort itself. You won't be able to get the mounted riflemen from the Lombards because you did not go with the cavalry master, I think it's called, or the age up, or the mercenary contractor. I think it's actually called mercenary contractor. But he can bring in some Chavonze from the papacy in order to bring in some counter skirmishers. Dragons push way forward, take a bit of fire there. He's in good defense position, got a nice choke point there, and the falconets. Does take a pretty nasty volley there, but he does have priests here. Does lose a falconet to the mass skirmishers. He does lose both falconets. That's a bit of an issue. He's going to factory, his only factory. And here's something I'm probably going to anchor some people. I'm actually not a big fan of the Papal Bombards. I'll still get them because they're a nice supplementary artillery piece. But Papal Bombards are probably the worst of the heavy artillery versus the Great Bombards, heavy cannons, and rockets. Or they offer, I think, the least amount of damage against infantry. They do have the deflection ability, but in my opinion, they're not that great. He's bringing some research here. He is getting some cavalry research. Range cavalry cavalcade. I wonder if there's any mercenary. He didn't go with the mercenary contractor, so can't get out the mounted riflemen, which are counter skirmisher cavalry. You know, does get the church research there to get the carbiner, which improves the attack speed of all ranged cavalry as well, including mounted riflemen. Nor there has Folk hero. He was doing that for the villager production. He has a town center. He has enough resources for a revolution. Bring in steam powered. So I think he's eyeing for a revolution of some sort. I am not sure what he's eyeing. Overall, okay, the French just aged on up to what? I'm not sure. I see coin here. I think he went for, what's it called, the Tycoon. Give you a bit of coin rebate. He is shipping in a factory and the plans on Culverns. Very nice. And he has revolted to the Argentinians, which does give you some of these gachos. These are not classified as outlaws, even though they have like the cowboy skin. They are, let's see, they are light cavalry, light range cavalry. They do get the increase, so he didn't go with the carbine and improve them even more, which will improve their attack speed. This revolt deck does give you the Calabros research, which does apply to Papal Lancers. So this will make your Papal Lancers do plus 100% damage versus infantry, and give them what, +1 range. And if you really lose your Lombards, you can always get the Buenos Aires. You can also get settlers replaced. Got some livestock stuff, saloon stuff, more Spanish Lancer stuff. But yeah, just remember, this does affect the Papal Lancers. They are a Lancer unit. Oh, great. don't click on the spam link. I actually really look in the way to prevent those spam bots from posting links. I do have a... I need to remove the setting of posting links. I usually like to let people post links so they can post me a replay. I can say Company Roast 1, but at this point in time, I'm getting hit by more spam links. He is also bringing the coin from the factory, so he's not going for Papal Lancers. He's also bringing these mounted Granados, which only cost food. Huh. Now that's interesting. I didn't realize... Is that a Lombard unit? Is that a mercenary that only costs food? Yeah, he has some mounted Granados. I need to look at Argentinians a little bit more. The approved Papal Lance was a very good idea. I've been looking most of the Brazilians since you could bring in fast shipments. So you can really bring the Papal shipments. Got the Revolutionaries engaging. They still have the deflection effect by the nearby armored Pistoliers, which is very useful for them. Fort does get a good shot there. We've got a number of the Voltigers, the Elite's Royal Guard skirmisher for the French. Got a number of heavy cannons here. The Basilica is starting to fire. Now bring in San Martin, which also delivers them San Martin, 13 mounted Granados, and 10 Dragoons. Mounted Granados are heavy range cavalry and light range cavalry. They are all cavalry types, so they will take bonus damage from Dragoons and bonus damage from skirmishers. They do offer a decent siege damage. They offer 14 range as well. They're a little bit of a double-edged sword. They are customized all cavalry, so they take all the bonus damage. Culverin does get ripped apart there. Very nice. Got a number of mortars in the field. Gets good volley there. The grenades don't do less damage versus cavalry, however, which is interesting for a grenade unit. But since they are classified as range cavalry, they are given by the Italian Carbiner Church Research. Get some good damage there. The Revolutionaries are getting some good damage as well. Number of Black Riders still alive. Mortars to take out some Lombards. He does have a shipment that can get them replaced quickly. You can always build on some more Architects as well and build them for free. Some of these villagers want to get grenaded. Grenades are effective for civilians. As of right now, looks like the Argentinian army is very vulnerable to skirmishers, so Frenchmen should just eye for more skirmishers. Skip the Dragoons, go straight skirmisher. Skirmishers will do bonus damage to the mounted Granados, as well as bonus damage to the Revolutionaries, and what remains of the Black Riders. Heavy Cannon does go down there. We've got a number of priests still alive for a good amount of healing. Villagers may want to migrate down south for this winter. We got all cavalry at combat. Got more of the mounted Granados being flown in field. 150 food, which can be cheap and can be expensive depending how stuff goes. He has a decent amount of food income. I'm not so sure from what though. It must be something related to Argentinians. Doesn't have the settler research as well, so I'm not sure where his food income, but he's making decent income. Mortars are starting to get hits there. Oh, those grenades, however, are doing great damage for the skirmishers, so even though they counter the mounted Granados, they get countered by them as well. And it looks like the Frenchman does back out the game. This Angry saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.